With so many issues in the news today and so many concerns that New Jersey residents have, I'd like to get your opinions on a couple of them. First of all, property taxes, and keeping a lid on them is always high atop the list for New Jersey residents. Governor Florio, your thoughts on the 2% salary cap for police and firefighters in arbitration. Should that continue? Should that be extended? It expires at the end of this year.
Well, the issue is really, if you don't continue the limitations on it, property taxes are going to go up. On the other hand, if you want to make sure you provide adequate salaries to policemen and firemen, you have to have some flexibility. So, as I say, you have to have something to substitute if, in fact, you're not going to use that money.
How do you see it, Governor Kean?
I think we have to keep it. I don't think there's any question about it. Without it, the property taxes are going to start shooting right up again. More people are going to be leaving the state. It'd be terrible. So yeah, I understand, but at the moment, the police and the fire are some of the highest paid in the country. So as long as that's the case, I think we have to keep it.
Pension reform, another topic I'd like to ask your opinions about. It certainly has impacted the state in terms of our economy. And a special commission was appointed, studied the issue, issued a series of recommendations, all of which have been sitting on a shelf for a long time. What should happen with pension reform and New Jersey's future?
Well, the proposal that was put forward suggests that we fund the pension system by cutting back on health care for the state employees. It's a decision one has to make. I'm not sure that it's going to answer the question because politically, I'm not sure either of them are going to move very rapidly.
Your thoughts on that?
I think the pension proposal was a courageous one. It's made bipartisan by Republicans and Democrats. And I think it makes sense. And what they're suggesting is not really cutting so people would not get good health care. It's suggesting giving everybody the gold standard rather than the platinum one, which means they'd be getting as good health care as anybody who worked for any company in New Jersey. So I think you can do it, you continue to be fair, and you can help solve the pension problem. So I'd say go ahead.
Legalizing marijuana. Should New Jersey become the 9th state in the country to do so in order to collect taxes to balance the state budget, Governor Kean?
If that's the reason, no. I think you can argue it that people deserve the right to have marijuana if they want to have it, but not to balance the budget. A lot of people think marijuana is a gateway drug. I don't know scientifically whether it's been proven or not, but I'd like to see the evidence as to whether it is or it isn't. We've got enough drug problems. If it's a gateway drug, we shouldn't do it, and I'd like to know.
What do you think, Governor Florio?
Well, preferably the medical consequences and the social consequences ought to be evaluated, and to do it if in fact it makes sense from a medical standpoint, or if you do it on a social basis, do it that it's not going to do any harm. But probably reality is that it'll be done if it gets done because of the revenue.
Thank you for your opinions on these 3 issues, which are very important to New Jerseyans.